Spiritual awakening is often portrayed as a beautiful and enlightening journey, but there exists a lesser discussed aspect to this transformative experience: the hidden or dark side effects. As individuals embark on their spiritual path, they undergo profound changes that can be disorienting and challenging, not only for themselves, but also for their relationships and daily lives. As you explore your spiritual journey and grow personally, your behavior, values, and what's important to you can transform significantly. This might surprise, confuse, or even upset your friends and family who've known you in a different way. They might say things like, "You've become different," and miss the old you who followed common rules and ideas. This can create a tension and make you feel conflicted inside. But it's important to understand that this reaction is quite common when people go through a spiritual awakening. To handle this situation, it's helpful to have open and patient conversations with those close to you. Your spiritual journey is very personal, and while it may affect some of your relationships, it's a fundamental part of your growth and understanding of yourself. Embrace these changes genuinely, as they offer deep wisdom and a stronger connection with both yourself and the world. In the midst of a spiritual awakening, some people experience significant losses in various aspects of their lives, such as money, jobs, careers, and relationships. These changes can be quite challenging and unsettling. As you explore your spiritual journey, you might find that your values and priorities shift, leading you to make different choices. These choices can result in material or relational losses. For example, you might decide to pursue a more meaningful but less financially secure career, which could lead to financial strain. Or you might realize that certain relationships are no longer in alignment with your new spiritual path and decide to part ways. While these losses can be difficult, they are often viewed as necessary sacrifices for personal growth and self-discovery. In many cases, they pave the way for more authentic and fulfilling experiences in the long run. It's essential to remember that everyone's spiritual journey is unique, and not everyone will experience these types of losses. But for those who do, it's part of the transformative process of a spiritual awakening, which can ultimately lead to a more aligned and fulfilling life. During a spiritual awakening, you may start to notice problems and challenges that others may not see. Your newfound awareness and desire to help can lead you to tackle these problems, but this can result in you constantly facing issues, either for yourself or while assisting others. Your heightened perception might make you more sensitive to the difficulties people face in their lives. You might feel compelled to offer solutions or support, but this can become overwhelming. You might find yourself continuously dealing with problems, either your own or those of people you're trying to help. It's important to strike a balance between addressing issues and taking care of your well-being. While it's admirable to assist others, it's also essential to ensure that you don't neglect your own needs. Finding a healthy equilibrium can lead to a more sustainable and rewarding spiritual journey. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, it's quite common to feel alone. This loneliness can happen for a few reasons. As you grow spiritually, you might start caring about different things and seeking a deeper connection with yourself and the world. This can make you feel distant from your friends and family who have different interests. Sometimes, the experiences and insights you have during your spiritual journey are hard to explain to others. It's like trying to describe something they've never seen. This can lead to feelings of being on your own. Also, as you explore your inner self and change because of your spiritual awakening, you might outgrow some of your relationships. This can leave you feeling like you're in the middle of a big change and haven't yet found new connections. Remember, even though you might feel alone sometimes, your spiritual awakening is a chance to learn a lot about yourself. To deal with loneliness, consider finding groups or communities of people who are on a similar journey. Connecting with them can help you feel less alone and give you support as you continue to grow. Another significant dark side effect of spiritual awakening is the perception that everyday, normal activities and the world around you might lose their appeal or seem uninteresting. As you progress along your spiritual journey, you may find that the things that once captivated you, like hobbies, social gatherings, or even daily routines, no longer hold the same excitement or significance. This shift can give the impression that you're disconnected from your surroundings, as if you're in a different realm of thought and consciousness. It can be a perplexing experience, both for you and those close to you. The reason behind this sensation is that during a spiritual awakening, your focus shifts from the external world to your inner self and your connection to a higher, more profound reality. As a result, you might find that the pursuits and activities you once enjoyed no longer align with your newfound sense of purpose and meaning. It's essential to understand that while this disconnection from the everyday world can be a challenging aspect of spiritual awakening, it's often a natural consequence of your expanding consciousness. It's a sign that you're exploring deeper dimensions of your existence and striving to find a greater purpose beyond surface-level pleasures. To navigate this transition, it can be helpful to integrate your spiritual insights into your daily life, seeking to strike a balance between the profound and the ordinary. This way, you can find meaning and fulfillment in both the spiritual and everyday aspects of your existence. During a spiritual awakening, you might feel really confused. As you explore your spiritual journey, you'll face deep questions about life's meaning, your purpose, and who you truly are. These questions can be intense and even unsettling, leaving you uncertain and full of doubt. While a spiritual awakening can bring moments of great clarity and insight, it can also lead to confusion. You might start questioning your identity, your role in the world, and the reasons behind your experiences. This confusion can even make you doubt the progress you've made and make you think about going back to your old, more familiar way of thinking. But it's important to understand that confusion is a normal part of the journey. It shows that you're taking your spiritual awakening seriously and diving into life's big questions. It's through these confusing moments that you gain a deeper understanding and become a better person. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, you might start looking back at your past choices and actions. Sometimes this can lead to feelings of regret because you think you could have done better or made different decisions. You might also start doubting yourself and wondering if you're on the right path or if you should go back to your old, more comfortable way of thinking and living. These feelings come from becoming more aware of yourself during your spiritual journey. As you explore your inner self, you might realize things about your past that make you feel uneasy. This change in how you see things can lead to regret for choices you made before you understood them better. The deep questions and insights that come with spiritual growth can also make you question your identity, your purpose, and your path in life. This can create uncertainty, and at times you might even think about going back to how things used to be. It's important to know that regret and self-doubt are a natural part of personal growth. They remind you of how deep and meaningful your spiritual journey is. Even though these feelings can be tough, they can help you heal and become a better version of yourself. Instead of letting regret and self-doubt slow you down, use them as a way to improve and learn more about yourself. Think of them as steps in your ongoing journey of understanding and personal growth. Sometimes, during a spiritual awakening, you might start feeling like you know more or are more enlightened than others. You might think you're here to help them find their own spiritual path. While this intention can come from a good place, it can also make you seem like you're looking down on others or trying to force your ideas on them. It's important to remember that everyone's spiritual journey is different, and people learn and grow at their own speed. Feeling superior can get in the way of connecting with others in a kind and authentic way. Instead, it's better to approach people with care, understanding, and humility. While you may have valuable insights to share, it's crucial to respect that each person is on their unique path and should find their own way to spiritual growth. Real spirituality often emphasizes being empathetic, loving, and realizing that we're all on our own journeys of self-discovery. While it's normal to sometimes feel superior during a spiritual awakening, it's essential to acknowledge and work on these feelings so they don't block your ability to genuinely connect with others on their spiritual journeys. A spiritual awakening can bring profound changes to your life, from shifts in your relationships to moments of solitude, changing priorities, and moments of uncertainty. These challenges are an inherent part of the journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. By accepting these changes and striving for balance, you can ultimately lead a more satisfying and enlightened life. If you've stayed with me until the end, I want to express my gratitude. I hope I've been able to provide value, and I appreciate your time. If you found this helpful, please consider sharing it with your loved ones, and feel free to share your experiences to benefit others. I wish you a wonderful day,